I want to start by just saying, you know, life is really real, I would say. And, being 27 years old, all of my teammates, younger than me, older than me, you never think about a guy that just was in the league playing with a guy. Life could end so soon. To Alex Collins, he was a funny teammate. I think he made everybody laugh. But I just want to encourage everyone, whoever's listening, just tell your people you love them, because you truly never know. And so I just wanted to say that, and lots of prayers to Alex Collins and his family.
Marlon, what does stick out in your mind from those 2 years that you've played
For me, it was actually it was kind of crazy his journey for me. So we were both running down he was on the practice squad. We were both running down on scout kickoff. Fast forward to however many weeks later, he was about to have like 1,000 yards rushing. So it was kind of a very ideal story for, a lot of times, a practice squad guy might not think he'll be starting running back in the same season. But to kind of see that journey for him, it was definitely a surreal. I'm sure it was a surreal feeling for him, but also it was like you really can start low and get to where you want to be after already getting drafted earlier, going to the bottom, and then coming back. So a lot of up and downs, but, it can happen.
Marlon, what kind of your initial impressions of Sam Howell, the Commanders?
He looked pretty comfortable. That was kind of I didn't know if it was going to be him or Brissett going with the ones, but I know they got some speed out there, receiver for sure. But he looked really comfortable. I think he's second-year guy, but he looked really comfortable back there in the quarterback.
So Washington has some really good wide receivers, as you're mentioning. So do the Ravens. Do you feel like practicing against your own guys here the past couple of weeks kind of helped prepare you for them?
Yeah, it did. I think we were definitely very well prepared. I don't think there'll be many teams that'll be able to have as much depth at the wide receiver position as we have. So, unless you got 5 legit guys, it's going to be that's kind of what you want. You want the best competition you face to be your own team, and you want the best. We want to be the best DBs our wide receivers face as well. So it's a give and take. But obviously Terry and Samuel and Dotson, those guys are legit. So it was some really good work today.
Marlon, for you, how important are these 2 days going up against the Commanders where you're probably not going to see much preseason action, being able to see another team before week 1?
Yeah, to me, this is actually, kind of almost better than preseason. It's much harder to tackle without going to the ground. And then you're covering, elite guys, every single play doing your 3rd and 1s, you're putting in good position, good and bad position. So I think for a lot of guys, me, Roquan, Marcus, we're kind of taking these days as these are our 2 preseason games, not knowing how much preseason action we'll see. But, I think joint practices is some of the best work you can really get.
The first hour looked pretty friendly out there. Second hour, a little less so maybe. What's it like when you're out there? Is that heat, the competition, just the intensity ramping up?
Yeah, I think it was just hot outside. I think it was hot outside. It gets chirpy, but like I said, it gets really intense in these practices. I think there was a little. I think we were all just discussing some stuff in that big huddle that was going on the field, and then I looked over on the offensive field. It looked like they were having some discussions about the weather tomorrow as well. So practices can always get chirpy, but I think it was really good that it didn't turn into a big, gigantic brawl. Just got heated and then kind of died down, which shows a lot of maturity on both teams. Last time we were really physical, it was a reflection of Harbs. He told us some stuff. I'm not going to get too into detail, but Roquan and PQ didn't like us so much, so that was that training camp day when guys were getting tackled. But going against the Commanders, obviously you can be a little more physical because it's not your guys. So that's definitely been a point of emphasis to get a little bit more physical, and obviously not game physical, but as physical as you can be.
Marlon, you've seen before this in training camp, you've seen a lot of Lamar and Odell, those connections. Where do you feel at this point? Where is that kind of connection, that rapport between those guys?
I think it's been really good. I think, based off discussions me and Odell have had, whatever this means, he said, I'm not going to do to you what I would do to guys in a game. So, he's done some kind of bad stuff to me, actually. So that's a good thing that there's more in the tank there. But I think that connection is going to be sweet. I'm really excited for those two guys to, make some big things happen. I see us having at least 2,000-yard receivers this year. So whatever two guys that'll be, I'm excited for it. But like I said before, we got guys at the wide receiver position. And then Mark Andrews, that's just a given. So you don't even got to talk about that. But, I think we got a really strong core there.
I know you were in coverage for the time numbers that you mentioned. Did you have a sense for Dante's big day, pass rusher?
Yeah, him and Jabo, man, they've been looking really good. I think, there's been some reports about who we might get in the pass rush here, there, whatever. But I know as far as depth, we do need that. But I think we got some guys that can really rush the passer, which makes my job a lot easier. So, I think rushing coverage working together. Sometimes I'm going to get beat. I need the coverage to come. Sometimes I'm going to have to cover forever to help the guys get the rush. So it kind of works hand in hand. But, those two guys have really kind of taken some strides. I'm ready to see them, do it on Sundays and kind of be able to come household names for themselves.
Thank you, Marlon. We got to let Marlon go.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.